Scores of Egyptians killed or wounded in attacks launched by Muslim Brotherhood members against civilians and security forces. And on the 7th anniversary of the resistance victory, Nasrallah stresses that the resistance will be victorious in the battle against Takfiri terrorism. Syrian army units continue to target terrorist gatherings in various governorates and restore security and stability to several areas. Good afternoon, this is news in English from the Syrian Arab television in Damascus. An official source at the Foreign and Expatriates Ministry said that the U.S. administration is continuing to lie and deceit to hide its real stances, which reject a peaceful solution through a dialogue among the Syrians at Geneva conference to end the Syrian crisis. The source added that in addition to arming Jabhat al-Nusra and Nusra Front terrorists in Syria, the United States of America is distorting the facts on Syria's stance, through which it announced its approval to participate in Geneva conference without preconditions, rejecting any preconditions, but on the other side, it affirmed that the U.S. statements on Syria's unwillingness to take part in Geneva upcoming conference is a distortion of facts and a separation from reality, adding that such stances are not strange from the incredible method, whether by word and deed, adopted by the U.S. administration. Secretary General of Hezbollah party in Lebanon, Sayyid Hassan Nasrallah, said that the sides responsible for the recent terrorist attacks and massacres in Lebanon are Takfiri groups which are also responsible for massacres in Syria and Iraq and seek to spread sectarianism and chaos in the region. In a speech on the occasion of the 7th anniversary of the July War 2006, Nasrallah condemned the silence of some countries over the terrorist bombings which hit Beirut's southern suburb last Thursday, saying that these countries may have a role in supporting terrorism and murder in the region. He asserted that the resistance will be victorious in the battle against the Takfiri terrorism, just like it emerged victorious from the battle against Israel, adding that the sides responsible for the recent terrorist attacks are agents of Israel and Takfiri groups that are backed by and funded by well-known and specified sides, noting that in Syria, Takfiri groups are the ones murdering most people and committing abduction, bombing mosques, and using car bombs in cities. In different contexts, the Ministry of Education issued the results of the examination of the second round of the secondary school certificate in its two branches, the scientific and literary, and the professional branches, secondary certificate, and the Sharia secondary school certificate. Minister of Education Dr. Hazwan Al-Waz stressed that the success rate in the examination of the second round of the general secondary certificate for scientific section is 86.04%, 82.63% in the literary section, and 83.72% in the Sharia secondary school certificate, while it ranged to 79.70% in the professional secondary school certificate for women arts and 68.64% in the industrial and vocational high school certificate. A military source said that the army's units restored security and stability to Al-Khamisiyya village in the eastern Ghouta in Damascus countryside, eliminating dens of terrorists there. The source added that huge quantities of weapons and ammunition were confiscated and several explosive devices planted by terrorists were dismantled. Earlier, army units restored security and stability to Al-Qarya, Al-Shamiyya in eastern Ghouta. An official source said that terrorists committed massacre, killing 11 people near the Ain al-Joz crossroads on Al-Ahwash Al-Nasira road in Homs countryside. Army units killed many terrorists and injured others in Homs neighborhoods and villages, destroying their weapons and ammunition. A military source said that a big number of terrorists were killed to the north of Al-Hassan village and Ad-Dar al-Kabira, Al-Rastan, Talbisa and Al-Qarya villages in Homs countryside. Meanwhile, army units clashed with armed terrorist groups near Khadija Al-Kubra School in Al-Qusur neighborhood and in its surroundings area of the National Hospital in Al-Qalabis neighborhood in the city of Homs, killing most of the terrorists and destroying their weapons. The source added that army units destroyed terrorist dens and gatherings in Wadi Sayh, Al-Hamidiyya, Bab Hood and Jurd al-Shayyah, inflicting heavy losses upon the terrorists. Meanwhile, an army unit foiled an attack of terrorists who attempted to sabotage equipment of water well in El Msherfe town in the city, inflicting heavy losses upon the terrorists. An official source said that most of the terrorists were killed or injured as their weapons and ammunition were destroyed. Egyptian security forces have managed today morning to get members of the Muslim Brotherhood out of Al-Fatah Mosque in Ramses Square in Cairo. It is to be noted that scores were killed and others wounded in the clashes that took place yesterday during attempts by the members of the Muslim Brotherhood to storm police centers and other government buildings and establishments provoked by their leaders following Austin Morsi. The Egyptian Interior Ministry said that 1,118 members of the Muslim Brotherhood were arrested, among them foreigners in different governorates, adding that they had guns, rifles and grenades in their possession. With this, we end our news for today. Thank you for watching. For more details about Syria and the region, and to view this bulletin again, you can go to our website in English, www.syriaonline.sy. But now, stay with us. After the break, the latest in the world of economy and finance in our economic news.